Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the another session in 3G 4G wireless communication systems. So today we are going to discuss about a problem on OFDM system. So the problem is something like this. For an OFDM system, the total number of subcarriers given are n equal to 256 with a bandwidth of 15.625 kilohertz per subcarrier. Find the following. So they are asked to find out these things. The total bandwidth B of the OFDM system, and in second OFDM symbol time without cyclic prefix, and third one duration of cyclic prefix, fourth one number of samples in the cyclic prefix, and the last one is loss in spectral efficiency. So these are the things which they are asking, and they are given with only two datas here: the number of subcarriers and the bandwidth which is given to a one side of the subcarrier. Okay, so now let us see how to solve this problem, and this type of problems are generally asked for 10 marks in any university examination. So if you are preparing for the same, then I will highly recommend you to prepare for these problems and the kind of problems or the variants of these kind of problems. Okay, so with that said, let's start the solution. Okay, guys, so the given data what they have given, okay, so n equal to 256 and bandwidth 15.625 kilohertz per subcarrier. So it's very important. They have given the bandwidth of subcarrier. We need to find out the total bandwidth of that OFDM system where there are 256 subcarriers. Okay, so how I will proceed, let us see. Okay, so now first to find out the total bandwidth B, I am using this formula, that is B by N will be equal to 15.625, that is total bandwidth divided by total number of subcarriers will be equal to the bandwidth given to a particular one subcarrier. So I can write this equation B by N equal to 15.625, and if I try to find out B here, then it will be N into 15.625, and I know N they have given as 256 and B is already there, so it is in terms of kilos. I will multiply it with the help of 10 to the power 3. So when I calculate this one, it is coming up to 4 into 10 to the power 6 hertz, and if I convert it to the unit, I mean the it can be written as 4 megahertz here, so in terms of SI unit. Okay, so that is the total bandwidth which will be allocated for that OFDM system. So 4 megahertz is divided into 256 parts such that each subcarrier will be given it to 15.625 kilohertz. Okay, so now we have solved the first bit. Now it's time to solve the second bit, that is OFDM symbol time without cyclic prefix. Okay, so the coherence bandwidth here given is BC equal to 250 kilohertz. So if they are not inherently mentioning any coherence bandwidth, then it should be considered as 250 kilohertz. It is standard, guys, and subcarrier frequency spacing is 15.625 kilohertz. So from that one we come to know that the subcarrier spacing is less than the coherence bandwidth, hence subcarrier experiences frequency flat fading. That means the channel is flat fading channel because the subcarrier frequency is less than the channel coherence bandwidth. Okay, so if it is BS is less than BC, it is flat fading, and if BS is greater than BC, then it is frequency selective channel. Okay, so now I will try to find out the OFDM symbol time without cyclic prefix. Okay, so N by B will be equal to 256 divided by B. I know that 4 megahertz, so I can write 4 into 10 to the power 6. So the formula for the OFDM symbol time is N by B, and N B I know, so I'll just put those values. 6.4 into 10 to the power minus 5. I can write it as 64 into 10 to the power minus 6. So I'm shifting this digit to the right hand side. Then 64 microsecond I can write in terms of the standard unit. Okay, so now I found the second bit, that is OFDM symbol time, which is given by N by B. Alright, so now just move ahead and try to find out the duration of cyclic prefix. Okay, so duration of cyclic prefix is just these are the type of problems where you will be given with data and you need to just put the data in the formulas and put the data and get the answer type of problems. So very easy, guys. So duration of cyclic prefix is 12.5% of the symbol time. So 12.5 I can write 12.5 divided by 100 because it's in percentage, and the symbol time I just found in here, so it is 64 microsecond. So I'll just put 64 microsecond here, so it will come up to 8 microsecond if I calculate. Okay, so then the fourth one is the total transmitted OFDM symbol duration with cyclic prefix. So it's just an substitutionary element which will be required to find the number of samples. So that's why I'm calculating this one. So total transmitted OFDM symbol duration with cyclic prefix. That means 64 microsecond is without cyclic prefix, and the duration of cyclic prefix is 8 microseconds. So total, this is data and this is the cyclic prefix. So it is 64 here and this is 8. So the total will be addition of these two. So 64 microsecond and 8 microsecond are added. It will give up to 72 microsecond. Okay, so now number of samples in the cyclic prefix. So that is the fourth bit actually. So number of samples in cyclic prefix will be equal to cyclic prefix duration divided by sample time. So cyclic prefix duration is 8 microsecond. Just now I found here, and sample time is given by 1 by b. So where b stands for total bandwidth, and it will go to the numerator here, b into 8 microsecond, and b value here is 4 megahertz. So 8 microsecond into 4 megahertz. So this mega and micro will cancel because mega is 10 to the power plus 6 and micro is 10 to the power minus 6. So they will cancel each other and will be left with 8 4. So 8 4s are 32. So the number of samples in the cyclic prefix are actually 32. Now I will try to find out the last thing, that is loss in the spectral efficiency due to addition of cyclic prefix element. So loss in spectral efficiency is given by samples in the cyclic prefix divided by total samples into 100%. So samples in the cyclic prefix I have found just 32 and total samples are 256 as given in the problem itself, and 100% if I do this math I will be getting so total samples are 256, they are given, and 32 are the samples from the cyclic prefix. So total will be 256 plus 32, and of course in 200 will be there. So if you calculate, you will be getting 11.1% as the spectral loss due to addition of cyclic prefix element in the particular OFDM system. So this is how you can solve the OFDM related problems. And if you want one more video or kind of variants of this one, then you can just comment below. We'll be uploading those type of videos continuously. So thank you guys, thanks for watching, see you in the next one.